Welcome to the Silver Arrows Show. Coming up, I talk tyres with the team's chief strategist. Tony Ross talks us through his podium story from Shanghai. And I ask the team for 5 fast facts about last weekend's race and the season so far. The Chinese Grand Prix was action-packed, particularly for the Mercedes-AMG Petronas Formula One team and their race strategy. The new tyre rules for 2016 have added another element to this. So let's talk to the team's chief strategist, James Vowles.
The tyre rules, as they are now, all the sporting regulations, are that you have to run both compounds in the race. You have to run effectively in a dry race, 2 different dry compounds. What I've tried to do here is create a graphic view of how the strategy has changed across the 2 years due to this extra tyre that's been involved. So 2015, we had the soft and the medium. So the sort of yellow colour for the soft, the silver for the medium. As we go and look at it here, this is what we did last year. All cars, near enough, did this one stop, starting on soft, going to medium. That was pretty much across the field. You had some that started on medium and went to soft, but all of them did a one-stop strategy. Conversely, in 2016 now, with this third compound that's been added, you can see that we've gone from just this one simple strategy here, which still exists. Cars could still do this soft-medium in 2016, but they could also, if they wanted to, start on super soft and do a one-stop, so super soft medium, or do these 2-stop strategies here. So you've gone from one viable strategy to really 3 or 4 absolutely viable strategies, and all of them have their benefits and weaknesses. The 2-stop, obviously you're stopping again, you're coming through the pits, but you're so much faster now than this medium runner here at the end of the race, so you get the interaction, the overtaking. So great rules in as much as so many strategic options available.
So would you say the team is coping with it well after 3 races?
What's important to understand is this isn't just one person, it's just not me making this decision. It's a big team behind this. We have RSR, as we call it effectively, the race support room. And we have 25 engineers over the course of the weekend assisting us. They're doing great work. They're understanding how people are using tyres, what's going on. I mean, we have 3 or 4 tyre experts. They get together with myself, the chief race engineer, and a few other people in order to make the decision on the tyres. So that's the first point. It's not one individual, it's a group effort. And here in Mercedes, that works very well. As a result of that, I think we've ended up with a set of tyres that uses inherently the knowledge of over 5 or 6 core people in the team, over nearly 100 years worth of really experience in Formula One, added together to choose the tyres. And on reflection of all the races so far, there's nothing we would have done differently. And that's really a great, I suppose, answer to your question. We're pretty happy with the way we've gone so far.
The team scored its 100th podium at the weekend, but where did they score their first? Let's take a look. Mercedes-Benz made a sensational return to Grand Prix racing in 1954 to mark its debut in the Formula One World Championship. At the heart of the Silver Arrows' return was the W196R, an all-new concept with a host of unique features: 2 body shapes, 3 variants of wheelbase length, a lightweight frame and powerful brakes forming the base, while the engine produced more than 250 horsepower, powering the car to top speeds in excess of 300 kilometers per hour. During the second European race of the 1954 Formula One season, the French Grand Prix, the new generation of Silver Arrows took the start for the first time. The W196R had posted the fastest time in practice, but it was during its racing debut in Reims that the newly reformed team would exceed all expectations. 1951 world champion Juan Manuel Fangio lined up alongside Carl Kling and Hans Hermann, the combination of both car and drivers proving an instant success. Fangio and Kling dominated to claim an emphatic 1-2 finish, separated by just 1/10 of a second at the flag, and with an advantage of a whole lap to the rest of the field. In the remaining races in 1954, there was always at least one Silver Arrow driver in the top 3 spots. Fangio won the German, Swiss and Italian Grand Prix races and placed 3rd in Spain, while Hans Hermann came 3rd in Switzerland. But it was the 1954 French Grand Prix in Reims that marked the first F1 podium and race win for the reborn Silver Arrows. Tony Ross, senior race engineer, it was your turn to go on the podium this weekend after Nico's win. Talk us through what it felt like.
Oh, it's a real honour and a privilege to be up there on the podium and represent the team.
So talk us through that moment that Nico crossed the line. We heard you on the radio. Let's take a listen.
Hooray! Well done. Excellent drive. Absolutely dominant. Brilliant.
The dulcet tones there of Mr. Tony Ross. You were very animated. It was remarked upon by the commentators. Why did this mean something a little bit more?
I was just really happy. I mean, always relieved to cross the line without any problems. The car's still surviving, but no, really happy because it was a dominant win. And so third in the row, and yeah, no, he did a really good job.
So back to the podium, you're getting drenched in champagne. Did you stink of champagne?
Absolutely, yeah. Everything has gone into the wash, including the shoes.
Including the shoes?
Yeah, for the second time.
Tony, thanks so much for talking us through your podium story.
Thank you.
Lewis, Nico, Toto and Niki were in Berlin earlier this week for the Laureus World Sports Awards. Here's a snapshot of the event where the team's non-executive chairman, Niki Lauda, received a Lifetime Achievement Award.
It's such a great sporting event, to see all the sporting icons here, Djokovic standing right behind you, so it's great to kind of see them all be rewarded.
I really enjoy supporting this cause, and it's an incredible event. You know, you can see it's like, I mean, it's the sports Oscars.
Now I want to welcome you all to the 17th Laureus World Sports Awards.
Thank you very much, whoever gave me the award. I know it's very important.
Now, for the last 6 months, Petronas have provided the team with their most talented young employees as part of a joint internship programme based here at the factory. I went to find out a little bit more about this amazing opportunity.
The idea was to take some talented students who are studying at the technology university that Petronas have in Malaysia, and to bring them into the UK to give them an experience of working for an organisation like ours.
It's once in a lifetime opportunity, so I just give it a try.
They get to practice some of their technical skills here, and they're working side by side with various leaders in their fields here in this organisation.
Everyone here treats each other like a family.
I was able to get a chance to build the race car.
Meeting Luis, meeting Nico, selfie with them.
I think the skill that I learned here is quite useful for me, especially for my future career and maybe with Petronas.
Seeing them at the end when they make that presentation, it's very clear how far they've come.
If I could describe my time here in Mercedes, it will be keep on rocking and keep it awesome.
One more time.
Good luck, Matt.
Nico Rosberg hit a top speed of 337.5 kilometers per hour during the Chinese Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton hit a blistering 346.9 kilometers per hour while racing around the Shanghai circuit.
We changed Lewis Hamilton's broken nose in 9.14 seconds during the Chinese Grand Prix.
Nico Rosberg has led 78% of all racing laps so far in 2016, or 719 kilometres.
Lewis Hamilton made 18 overtakes during the Chinese Grand Prix and was only overtaken twice.
Lewis had the team's best start so far after lights out in China. That's the fastest start by any driver on the grid in 2016.
That's it for this week's Silver Arrows show. If you're new to the channel and like what you've seen, then don't forget to subscribe so you see all of our behind the scenes videos first. I'll be back at the factory after Sochi.